Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video. And today what I got for you guys here is some unfortunate news. Now, this isn't world-ending. The game's still coming out in 2023. This isn't something that's going to affect the game's release by any means, but there is still some sad news that we should go over in today's video. Before we do anything, though, before we jump into the news, if you're still hyped as ever for Marvel Spider-Man 2, if you cannot wait to see more from this game, or at least some official gameplay soon, well then scroll down right now, hit that thumbs up button, share your hype with me, and let's try to get this video to 2,000 likes. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you from the United States. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I'm from Canada, so we celebrated Thanksgiving last month, but I'm still very thankful for every single one of you. So let me know as well in the comments, what are you thankful for? Okay, so let's rewind and go back to 2018 when Marvel's Spider-Man first came out. For some of you, you might remember that there was a side activity that was available in that game where you'd go around the city to these Oscorp research stations and sort of tidy up New York. You do all these little things to help clean up the city. And if you remember, the Oscorp research stations were helped run by Harry Osborn, and he would actually talk to you and give you the rundown over what you're supposed to do for each and every one of them. And for those who may not be in the know, Scott Porter was actually the one to have voiced Harry Osborn through those little bits of dialogue in Marvel Spider-Man. And spoilers for God of War Ragnarok, if you haven't beaten the game, or at least if you haven't gotten a decent amount through the game, he also voices a character in that game. Scott Porter voices the character of Heimdall, and Evan Filarka, friend of mine, another content creator covering Marvel Spider-Man, ended up tweeting out, Scott Porter's performance as Heimdall in God of War Ragnarok has made me even more hyped for Marvel Spider-Man 2 since he also voices Harry Osborn in Insomniac's universe. Seeing where Harry's narrative goes in the sequel is going to create some pretty phenomenal storytelling. And I absolutely would have agreed with Evan here. Scott Porter is 10 out of 10 as Heimdall in God of War Ragnarok, and it did also get me excited that he was potentially voicing Harry in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Him in a villainous role, he kicks so much ass. So yeah, I was going in with some high expectations as well. But then we got some unfortunate news, and this is where some of the sad news comes in from a now deleted tweet that Scott Porter put out in response to what Evan said here. Scott Porter ended up saying, while I voiced Harry in the first Spider-Man, I unfortunately will not be in the sequel. They decided to go photo real, and the difference between me and Harry's ages was too much to overcome, I believe. I was bummed, but I get it. Gonna be an incredible game. A very humble response, but damn, I am sad that especially after hearing what Scott Porter did with Heimdall and God of War Ragnarok, that we're not going to be able to see him return as Harry Osborn in Marvel Spider-Man 2. And I don't think that the age was a factor here, so I'm really confused as to why he wasn't able to be brought back. Because not to call anybody out here, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but Yuri Lowenthal is obviously not the same age that they were going for with Peter Parker in the Marvel Spider-Man games, but he does a fantastic job as the voice of that character in those games. Maybe what it came down to was more so the photo real part that Scott Porter was talking about in that tweet, because we do know that they ended up having to change the facial actor of Peter Parker in the Spider-Man games when they released Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. We had John Bubniak, the original face of Peter Parker when the game first came out in 2018, and then when they released the remastered version alongside Spider-Man Miles Morales in 2020, they changed it to a new actor by the name of Ben Jordan. There was quite a bit of controversy that came from this, but it was done in large part due to being able to find an actor that matched more closely the actual facial structure of Yuri Lowenthal, so that when Yuri is giving his performance as the character, it's a lot easier to animate and a lot easier to match to the face. And yeah, I'll be honest, I criticized it as well when it was first revealed. We got those pictures that were shown from it, and I didn't really dig it that much either, but ever since then, it's grown on me. I'm completely okay with it at this point, and I look forward to seeing what the performance is going to look like, at least coming from Yuri Lowenthal with Ben Jordan's face in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm just bummed out that they didn't end up going to find an actor that matched the same facial structure as Scott Porter, because let's be honest, we didn't really see all that much of Harry Osborn in Marvel Spider-Man anyways. We definitely didn't get to see him face to face, apart from him being bald and covered in the symbiote. And I think besides that, we got maybe like a photo of Peter, Harry, and MJ together, but it was more so like artwork, so we didn't get a good look at what Harry's face was supposed to look like, and this is an easily retconnable thing, and I'm bummed out. Honestly, I think Scott Porter would have crushed this. Nevertheless, though, as my friend Evan would say, in Insomniac, we trust. I have full faith in them, and I'm sure whoever they got to do that photorealistic look at Harry Osborn is going to do a bang-up job. And then, of course, we have the voice of Tony Todd as Venom, which we already know is incredible.
Will one of you finally give me what I desire? Yes, we will.
Now I just need to see all of this, okay? I am done talking about it. I just want to see. And Insomniac has been tweeting out plenty, reassuring fans like, hey, we will reveal it when it's ready. We want to make sure that we do this when the time is right. And they've also reassured the fans by saying that the game is still on track for 2023. So fingers crossed, there are no delays, and we end up getting an incredible follow-up to both Marvel's Spider-Man and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. I just replayed Spider-Man Miles Morales on PC. Such a great game. This whole franchise is unbelievable. And with that being said, okay, now I want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this news? Are you bummed out that Scott Porter isn't returning to voice Harry Osborn, or does it not really matter to you? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. It would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.